Breaking tonight, the Hillary Clinton aide who helped set up her private email server asserts his Fifth Amendment rights instead of testifying to the select committee investigating the Benghazi attacks, raising new questions about what, if anything, Team Clinton may be trying to hide. But first tonight, there is a new twist in a dramatic report that some of Mrs. Clinton's emails may be up for sale on the black market. Shannon Coffin is here. He served as Deputy Assistant Attorney General in the Justice Department's Civil Division. We'll talk to him in a moment about the staffer pleading the Fifth. But we begin tonight with David Martosco, who is the political editor for the Daily Mail. They broke the story about the Clinton emails for sale. David, good to see you. So what exactly do we believe is for sale on the black market?
Right now, it looks like, according to our intelligence sources, very reliable ones, that over the summer, this particular intelligence agency, I'll let you guess which one, became aware that a large tranche of Hillary Clinton's emails were available for sale for a nominal amount of money by an Eastern European gentleman who the administration believes got them from Guccifer, this Romanian hacker who's now sitting in prison for hacking Sidney Blumenthal's AOL account. And you remember, he's the long-time...
That's her associate.
Right.
So,
yes.
so let me stop
right.
you there. So the question is, because there was one report from this website that the whole, kit and caboodle, her emails had been offered for sale, the ones that she says she gave to the State Department. Is that what they have, or is it Sid Blumenthal's emails in his correspondence with her?
I think it's just Sid Blumenthal's emails, based on our conversation with intelligence officials. This report that you're citing from a gossip website, I think, is completely unfounded, because all they were able to cite were emails that were already out there, that were already broken. I think somebody sold them a bill of goods. But, of course, that got some of our sources wagging and saying, well, you don't know the half of it. The real story from our point of view is that somebody in the Obama administration's intelligence apparatus had the opportunity to obtain these emails over the summer, and they passed on it. They decided not to green light getting them. And you have to understand how this works. There are political appointees inside the intelligence agencies whose only authority is to say no to things. And somebody said no. They didn't, at that point in time, want to risk casting Hillary Clinton in a bad light. Of course, now that she's politically drowning and Joe Biden wants to run for president, apparently, that decision might very well have been different if it presented itself today.
Wow. And the other shoe may still fall, because now there are reports tonight, according to Bloomberg, that the FBI has begun a probe into finding out whether foreign intelligence services compromised her server and hacked into it during and after her tenure as Secretary of State. So it may not just be Guccifer who has hacked documents. It may have gone well beyond. They'll look into it. David, always great to see you. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you, Megyn.
Well, all this comes less than 24 hours after we first learned that an aide who handled the Clinton server and helped set it up has chosen to plead the Fifth rather than testify before the Benghazi Select Committee. Brian Pagliano is refusing to testify or offer up any documents. His attorney noting one of the Fifth Amendment's basic functions is to protect innocent men. Shannon Coffin served as a Deputy Assistant Attorney General, as a former former counsel to Vice President Dick Cheney. Shannon, good to see you. So people hear this dude pleaded the Fifth, and it's like, what? Why? Why? What does it tell you?
Well, what it tells me, first of all, is, this takes it up to a new level for Hillary Clinton. The appearance of this is quite bad, right? And the political implications of it are serious as well. For the staffer, why might he have done it? Well, this could be a very good move, because he pleads the Fifth, and if the committee or the FBI wants to get information from him, they can immunize his testimony so that he can't be prosecuted.
Why wouldn't they have done that already? Why wouldn't they have just said to him, because he hasn't testified yet, but his lawyer has said, don't bother, because here's what's going to happen.
Well, it's just part of the dance. I mean, you have to, if he's going to cooperate, right, there's no reason to offer him immunity, right? So he's now saying, look, if you want my client's cooperation, you're going to have to, you're going to have to put up for the FBI. Why might he be doing this?
Right,
though,
that's
Megyn?
the question. That's the question.
Look, it's very hard to know, because we don't know the facts, but he set up this server, he maintained this server, and we've been saying all along that the maintenance of this server and taking all of these documents offline could implicate statutes that prohibit the concealment of federal records, the removal of federal records, the destruction of federal records, which of course is what she could be liable for. But he might be liable if he knowingly helped her. He might be liable for aiding and abetting liability.
Now, the Clinton team is coming out and saying, hey, look, Cheryl Mills testified today. That's her former chief of staff. She answered all the questions. She asked that her testimony be made public. We've got nothing to hide, and we told everybody to talk. However, Cheryl Mills, the chief of staff who was corresponding with Hillary Clinton, is in a much different position from the dude who set up the server.
Well, this guy might be the only guy who knows what the word "wiped" means within the Clinton campaign.
Let me show
right?
the viewers to what you are referring, because the Clinton campaign spokesperson, Brian Fallon, was asked about their production of documents and the server today over on CNN. And watch this exchange in particular, how it ends.
Why didn't she keep them on the server?
I don't know what the pertinence of that would have been. The Justice Department, in addition to having the electronic form of the PDFs that was provided to the State Department, they also now have the server. So I don't know what the FBI is going to do with it, but they very well may seek to perform
server.
any type of operation on it. And if
the
they do,
wiped server, right, Brian?
I don't know what wiped means.
Really?
Yeah, no, really. And look, this is the guy who, you know, was responsible for setting up and maintaining this server. I don't know what he knows. We don't know what he knows, but he clearly was on the ground floor of this, and the FBI is very curious to know how this server, you know, came to be, right? And
what the instructions were, and what its purpose was, and whether somebody was concerned about people being able to track the documents on it, even the professional documents. So here's my last question. Do you believe it is likely, maybe not now, but down the line, that Trey Gowdy gives this guy absolute immunity and then can compel his testimony, and we get to hear from Mr. Pagliano all about the server?
It may not be Trey Gowdy, it may be the FBI, but if they really want this story, this may be the only way to do so. This is a small fish, Megyn, right? I mean, this isn't the guy that the FBI or Trey Gowdy cares about. They want the facts, and the only way to get the facts from this guy at this point may be to give him immunity.
And if they do that, then they can compel him to testify, correct?
He's protected from the use of that testimony. Yes, they can compel it.
He's got to start singing. Shannon, great to see you.
Nice to see you.